Everyone in the office thought today would be normal. They were wrong. A quiet woman would walk in and change everything with calm hands and a steady heart. Open desks glow under bright lights, keyboards rattle, shoes tap, a coffee machine hums. And in the middle of this sound walks a woman with a soft scarf and a fabric tote. Her name is Aisha. Few people look up, a few smirk. Someone whispers budget vibes. Aisha keeps moving. Simple flats, plain blouse, hair tied back. She stops at a corner desk where the light flickers. She sets down her tote and breathes in. She opens vendor files, checks line by line, finger to paper, calm and careful. Across the aisle, a loud group from marketing leans on a glass wall like it is a stage. Zara wears a gold watch and a sharp smile. Imran tosses a stress ball from hand to hand. Rafi taps a cup. Sana holds a phone as if a joke is a prize. Zara points at Aisha's lunchbox, a metal container with rice and chicken. Look at that, she says, museum piece. Imran snorts. Thrift queen, Rafi and Sana giggle. Small jokes first, then bigger, then louder. The target is quiet and close. Aisha does not answer. She sits up straight and checks a clause again. A number feels wrong, a payment term that would cost the company more than it should. She highlights it and writes a short note to the contract's lead, clear and simple. Her email flies out like a calm arrow. Aisha stands to refill her water. The light hits her ring, a small silver band with a tiny scratch. She touches it once. Keep going, she says in her heart. She walks past the group. Her steps are quiet. Her eyes steady. She rinses the bottle, wipes a small spill, nods to the cleaner who thanks her under his breath, returns to her desk and keeps working. Zara walks by Aisha again and taps the desk with a nail. Intern, bring me the revised schedule. Her tone feels sweet and sharp. Aisha looks up and says, I am not an intern. Zara rolls her eyes and leaves a smirk in the air like smoke. Imran whispers to Rafi. Invisible energy, they laugh behind their hands. The contract's lead replies to Aisha. The number you flagged is serious. We almost signed that. Bring your notes. To the noon meeting, Aisha prints and arranges. Her papers are neat, her heartbeat steady. She places everything in a simple folder and goes. Near the pantry, a cup of water sits on the edge of a table. Someone nudges it as Aisha walks by. The cup slips. Water splashes on her sleeve. A hush falls. Then a light laugh. Accidents happen, says Sana with a grin that is not kind. Aisha dabs the water with a tissue and walks on. Down a long hallway hang mission statements and old photos. Aisha passes them all. Her ring catches light. She thinks of a promise she made long ago. She thinks of patience and truth. She reaches. The meeting room stands at the door and waits. Inside, managers gather, the contract's lead, sights at the head. Aisha steps in and places the folder on the table. The lead flips through pages, eyes widening. This clause would drain cash for an entire quarter, the room murmurs. Who found it? The lead points to Aisha. She did. Good work, he says. She nods. Once word travels faster than feet. By the time Aisha returns to her desk, the group already knows she saved the company money. Yet the jokes do not stop. They change shape. Lucky guess, they say. She copied someone, they say. She wants attention. They say the chuckles return like flies to sugar. Aisha answers emails and files notes. She keeps her breath even. She does not chase credit. She does not chase approval. Her silence becomes a small wall, and the wall grows with every steady act. Lunch hums through the cafeteria, trays slide, chairs scrape. Aisha sits alone with her metal box. She eats slowly, taste by taste. A receptionist named Mariam passes by and says hello. She saw Aisha pick up a dropped badge that morning and return it with a smile. Kindness remembers kindness. A soft moment in a noisy room. The speaker chimes again. Rehearsal in 30 minutes. All staff to the lobby. Aisha closes the box, wipes the table, stands, takes her tote, and walks into the bright main hall. The marble floor shines, the air smells like coffee and fresh ink, cameras on tripods stare like quiet eyes. The marketing group arrives in a wave, Zara at the front, Imran full of swagger, Rafi and Sana ready. With phones, they smirk at Aisha and whisper a plan. The crowd thickens, the street doors spin, security murmurs into a mic. A black car stops outside, and a hush begins to fall like evening rain. They thought rehearsal would open with music and glitter. They were wrong. It would open with a test of character that no one could ignore. Banners hang and screens glow, cameras wait, teams make circles, and Aisha stands at the back with her tote and folder, breath steady. The coordinator calls for focus. Tasks are assigned. Zara leads marketing with a bright smile and a sharp edge. Imran runs slides, Rafi cues music, Sana films for the company page. Aisha is asked to check a vendor note. She scans lines, finds a missing approval code, flags it with a yellow tab, and hands the fix to the coordinator. He nods quick and grateful. Zara watches from a step away. "Support is nice," she says, "but let the stars breathe." Her group snickers. Aisha steps back without shrinking, rests near a marble column. The hero slide floods the wall. The title says the future is here. Music rises and hands clap. Imran taps to advance. The screen stutters. A strange file flashes. An old photo appears. It shows Aisha in a tiny office with binders and a tired smile. Murmurs spread. Phones rise. "Did someone plant personal files?" Zara asks. Sana films close. Rafi points toward the booth. The coordinator asks for the right slide. Imran hammers keys and shrugs. Aisha holds the folder, her ring cool against cardboard. The proper slide returns. Zara talks vision. The mic crackles and cuts. Impatience ripples. The sound tech swaps a pack. Imran angles blame with a look toward Aisha. She ignores the hint and adds value. Writes a clean note. "You will need this code to release demo items," she tells the coordinator. He tucks it away like a pocket anchor. A push alert lands on the main screen. Security window updated. "Prepare for executive arrival." The room hums. The coordinator wants a closing line test. "Volunteers," he says. Zara points at Aisha with bright cheer. "Yes, you. Bring that simple voice to the circle. Bodies tilt. Phones wake. Aisha steps into light. Breath once and breath twice. She reads the words, honor the client, honor the craft, honor the team. The line rings like a bell. A hush holds, then claps. Zara claps slow and sweet. "Lovely," she says. "Now return the mic." Imran reaches with flourish. The mic slips. A squeal tears from the speakers. Aisha switches the mic off and sets it back. "Battery pack is loose," she says. The sound tech locks it in. The squeal fades. Sana whispers while filming. Humble helper saves the day. Rafi grins. People love humble until humble becomes power. The coordinator checks the clock. One more pass before the break. The deck advances. The event tagline glows. Respect in action. A courier rushes in with a thin box. Label says for coordinator urgent. Inside are badges and a narrow envelope. The coordinator reads a short note. His face shifts to surprise. He finds Aisha, lifts a badge, walks toward her. The loud group goes quiet. The camera crew leans in. The coordinator speaks in a steady voice. "Please wear this during the conference," it says. "Special advisor," I was told. "To give it to you before noon. More details after the break." The badge gleams. Aisha touches the plastic. The word advisor shines. She clips it to her blouse. New weight near the heart. The circle around her widens. Zara's smile turns stiff. Imran drums fingers. Rafi chews his lip. Sana lowers her phone, whispers rise. What does she advise? Who sent that note? Why? Before noon, Aisha thanks the coordinator and steps back to the edge of the crowd. She breathes in and out. She feels the badge like a small bell against fabric. Mariam moves closer. "Do you need water?" Aisha smiles and says, "I am fine, thank you." Mariam nods and stays near break is called, clusters drift. The marketing group huddles by the glass. Zara says courtesy, Imran says luck, Rafi says content. Sana types a line with a question mark. Isha walks to a side corridor. She checks the vendor note again and writes another line to help the release. She tucks the sticky beside the first in the coordinator's folder. A soft chime sounds at the street doors. Security straightens, cameras lift, the lobby air shifts. Someone says they are early. Someone says stay ready. Footsteps echo beyond the glass. A low engine purrs at the curb. Security radios crackle. Someone whispers, "This is it." Another voice says, "Hold." The lobby gathers its breath and listens. Aisha stands still with her tote on, her shoulder and her hands at rest. The badge warm now, the ring cool, the heart steady. The moment holds like a bow drawn back. The doors wait with bright glass and quiet secrets. They thought the grand doors would open to applause and easy smiles. They were wrong. The doors would open to a test that would press every person in the lobby. Banners glow and cameras stare. Marble shines under white light. Aisha stands near, a column with her tote and a fresh badge. Her fingers touch a thin ring that feels like courage. Security calls hold positions. The coordinator lifts a hand for silence. The marketing group whispers behind bright teeth. Imran says, "This is our stage." Zara says, "Keep it cute." Rafi and Sana raise their phones like nets. The street doors slide a little. A driver steps in and speaks to security. The principal is on a call, 2 minutes more. The lobby breathes and waits. Zara smiles at the crowd and claims the pause. Let us hear the hero line again. She turns to Aisha with honey and iron in her voice. Advisor, share. Your best? The circle tilts toward Aisha. Eyes search for a shake. Aisha steps into the light and speaks with a steady river tone. Honor the client. Honor the craft. Guard the team. The mic holds clean and strong. The coordinator nods and says, "Keep that line for the finale." Imran slides. Close with a grin like a hook, he tilts a tablet toward Aisha. "Since you are special advisor, sign this tiny change." A box shows a sweet discount that hides a fee with teeth. Aisha reads once. She shakes her head. "Remove this." She points to the clause. "It will break the margin for a quarter." Imran laughs and says, "We can absorb it." Zara adds, "Do not be rigid." The crowd hums like a hive. Aisha stays kind and firm. She writes a clear fix on a sticky and hands it to the coordinator. "Use this text. It protects rate and delivery time." The coordinator gives a grateful yes with his eyes. Small claps rise from the tech crew. 2 people in finance nod. Mariam at the desk smiles. Sana lowers her phone as if something inside her shifts. Imran rolls the deck and floods the wall with respect in action. The words hang like a flag. Zara faces a camera and says, "We live this each day." Her tone shines like chrome. Aisha steps to the edge and scans for hazards. She notes a cable across the aisle. She nudges it safe with the toe of her flat shoe so no one trips. The driver returns and nods to security. The main doors will open any second. The air grows heavy with hush. The crowd draws close and holds its breath. Zara moves to the front with a flash of teeth, hands to applause. She calls. Imran cues the stinger. Rafi mutes the room mic. Sana frames a perfect shot for the company page. A faint buzz hides near the speakers. Aisha hears it at once, a hungry gain knob or a loose wire. She glides to the sound table and whispers, "Lift the mic 1 notch and drop the floor, return a touch." Then a sharp voice drops from the balcony. "It is Karen from Human Resources. Advisor, for safety, please move your tote off the floor." Her smile looks kind. Her eyes do not. Aisha nods and lifts the tote. She hooks it on a chair back and offers a small wave. The jab lands with no bruise. A few people blink at Karen with unsure frowns. Karen keeps going. "Please step back so the cameras can see our real team." The word real hangs heavy. Zara makes a bright yes face. Imran smirks. Sana looks down and pretends to fix a setting. Aisha does not argue. She slides 1 step back. The coordinator gestures her forward again and speaks for all to hear. The advisor stays. The advisor saved our deck. His voice is calm and clear. The tide slackens. Rain taps the tall glass. Clouds sweep. Over the sun, lobby lights brighten. Marble throws a white glow. The driver lifts one finger and whispers, "Now." The doors begin to part. Before the first foot crosses the line, a prank crawls through the crowd like a thorn. Imran lifts a handkerchief and leans toward Aisha. Rafi drops a pen by her heel. Sana turns a small light at her face. Zara laughs and says, "Smile, advisor. Show, os grace." Three things happen fast. The light blinds, the pen rolls underfoot. Imran tugs the edge of Aisha's scarf as if to fix it. Phones rise like birds to catch a fall. Aisha plants her feet, left steady, then right steady. She shields her eyes with one palm. She steps over the pen with the other foot. She catches the scarf and frees it with a gentle pull. Her body stays, centered like a tree that knows the wind. The lobby holds its breath. The prank hangs like smoke with no fire. It thins and drifts. A low murmur of respect moves around the edge of the crowd. The tech crew looks at Aisha with quiet thanks. Miriam presses a hand to her heart. Karen draws breath to speak again. The coordinator lifts a hand and cuts the noise. "Let us welcome our guest." His voice lands like a bell. The driver steps aside and the corridor frames a figure in a navy suit. The stride is measured, the posture calm. Security clears a path. The room tilts toward the entrance as if pulled by a tide. Zara smooths her hair and squares her shoulders. Imran grins and readies a line. Rafi checks the cue. Sana starts a live feed. Karen straightens her blouse. The crowd sets itself for charm. And easy praise. Aisha lifts her chin a little. The ring feels cool. The badge feels warm. Her breath is slow. Her mind is quiet. She thinks of promise and work and truth. The figure crosses the threshold with quiet power. The lobby grows very still. A name runs like quick light from mouth to mouth. The name rules budgets and final calls. The name is printed on every wall. Of honor. The cameras tighten on the face. The figure scans the room and stops when the gaze finds Aisha. The gaze softens like dawn through fog. The air changes, though no words rise yet. One more step, and the moment will break wide. The crowd leans as one body, the music waits at the edge, the phones burn bright, and the story hangs on a single breath that the whole lobby can hear. They thought the entrance would bring easy smiles. They were wrong. It would bring truth like thunder in a quiet sky. A figure in a navy suit steps into white light. The lobby becomes breath and glass. People lean as if gravity has shifted. It is the chief executive, calm voice and steady eyes. He sees the banner that reads, "Respect in Action." He scans the faces and finds Aisha near a column with a badge that shines like sunrise. He reaches her and speaks her name with warmth. He takes the mic and the room listens. "Good morning," he says. "We came to rehearse Pride. Yet I saw traps and glare, a circle that opened for applause but closed for empathy. We can do better. We will do better now." He takes Aisha's hand. "Many of you see a simple woman with a tote and a lunchbox. Know the truth, this is my wife, and more than my wife. She is a quiet mind behind contracts that protect our people and our clients. Today, she found a clause that would have drained profit. She did it with calm eyes while some here tried to turn her into a target." Whispers run like wind. The tech. Crew nods. Managers study the floor. Zara blinks. Imran swallows. Karen clutches a paper. Titles do not grant dignity. Actions do. A badge does not create respect. Behavior does, the chief executive says. Security mark this rehearsal as recorded. Coordinator schedule a culture session. Camera team keep the feed. Internal. He offers the mic to Aisha. Share a line we can hold. Her voice is soft and bright. Honor the client, honor the craft, guard the team, and when you have a choice, Choose kindness that still holds the line. The words settle like first rain. The coordinator tapes them to the screen. Karen steps forward with a careful smile. Welcome, sir. We value inclusion. We were guiding safety and sight lines. If there was discomfort, we regret it. Guidance is good. Pressure is not. A safe floor is good. A safe culture is better, the chief executive says. If anyone mocked a teammate or staged a trick, own it now. I believe in growth and repair. Repair begins with truth. Silence holds, then voices rise. I laughed and I am sorry. I filmed when I should have helped. I passed a joke that was not kind. Thank you for honesty. The chief executive answers. Zara steps with a smile that tries to live. We aimed for energy and a playful poke. No harm meant. Imran adds we wanted a viral clip. Rafi studies his shoes. Sana hugs her phone. Energy that cuts is not energy we want. Viral that harms is not growth, we sell trust, the chief executive says. Then he turns to Aisha. I asked you to advise beyond contracts. You notice small things that build a big culture. Will you help us fix this now? Aisha faces the room, ring cool, badge warm, breath steady. Yes, we will start with ground rules. Number 1, no person is content, no person is a prop. Number 2, challenge ideas, never humiliate people. Number 3, judge the work, not the wardrobe. Number 4, when you err, own it fast, fix it fast, and learn. She turns to Zara and Imran and the others. One act from you, not a post and not a speech, a service act. After rehearsal, you will join me. At the night shift canteen, we will pack meals for the warehouse team. We will serve and we will listen. Then you will write notes of thanks for the lobby board. Zara hesitates. Imran stares. Karen opens her mouth and closes it. The chief executive waits. The pause stretches. Then Zara nods. Imran nods. There will also be a formal review. The chief executive adds, not to destroy careers, but to protect standards. He looks to Aisha again. For the finale of this rehearsal, the closing line will come from you. You will choose the last words and the last image. You will set the tone we carry into the conference. A hush returns. Choice rests in her hands like a live wire. She looks at the banner and the faces and the doors, where the sky begins to clear. She thinks of lunchboxes and late nights and the quiet people who hold the place together. She raises the mic and draws breath. Camera lights glow red. Lobby leans forward. Silence gathers like a tide. She shapes the last scene in her mind. It could heal or harden. It could open a door or close it forever. One choice stands before her now, to forgive and teach, or to remove and protect, and the lobby waits for her answer.